Good morning, good morning. Let's put on our artistic inspiration bracelets, our AIBs, artistic inspiration bracelets. Where's my Christy? There's my Christy. I always put her on upside down. Why is that? I don't know. Love these. Okay, I gave one of them to my sister. I had 4. This is the little helper sheet about the puzzle, the Agatha Christie puzzle that I finished. My sister and I finished. But there's clues hidden throughout here. Like there's Miss Marple. There's Miss Marple. There's Hercule Poirot. There's pigs. There's 5 pigs because she wrote a book. 5 pigs. And she wrote a book about them. One of the books that she wrote is titled 5 Pigs. 5 Little Pigs, I think. There's all kinds of... Poirot apparently had an obsession with stacking cards. I've never seen him do that. So, what do I know? Anyhow, there's 90 clues in here. But, yeah, 90. This is like interesting facts on her life and what the clues mean. Like 18 is the stack of cards. In 1923, Agatha published her second Poirot novel, The Murder on the Links, which is why there's golf clubs. And there's something else about golf in here. But that one pertains to... Oh. Murder on the Links, golf clubs, 83. Yeah. Okay. With Poirot, where he rejoined by his friend Captain Hastings, subsequent stories built on the character's many eccentricities, including his preferred drinks. He loved warming tisanes. I don't even know what that is. 16. So that must be some kind of tea. And creme de menthe, which we used to eat creme de menthe on ice cream at my grandmother's when we were little kids all the time. And his propensity to build card houses. And his patent leather footwear, which was right there. So, this was just so cool to have this. So cool. So, I like the train still. I still like the train. That's good when you still like your stuff. All right, so now this page is going to be these 2. And then tomorrow is a big deal. What was tomorrow again? Oh, Who. Tomorrow will be Who. And again, I'm going to put in, I made a little spoiler alert card. I'm going to put in a spoiler alert card every time I talk about who did it. And the rest of the videos for the rest of the month. So, spooky tree. A tree was important because Miranda, the little girl that went missing, just now while they're on their way to London, where they stopped at a pub to eat, was up in this spooky tree, and she is the one that saw the murder of Olga, the au pair. Now, what day am I doing? 25, spooky tree. Okay, this is chapter 25. Nicholas Gardner, who is the gardener, lures Miranda and poisons her. Attempts to poison her with a poison drink. So, Nicholas was going to run off with, he is the guy that did the architecture gardens where they're all like super sculptured. And he was going to run off with Olga after she got her inheritance from... No, she was... Olga was supposed to get the inheritance. He was going to run off with somebody else where they forged the will, and they were going to get all the money, and then they were going to go to Greece. I can't tell you who he was going to run off with because that's who did it. Anyhow. So, today's spooky tree. Miranda was up in the spooky tree watching the murder of Olga, and they thought it was Rowena Drake. No. They thought it was the first girl that was killed by the apple bobbing at the apple bobbing station. So, It's all starting to come together, obviously, because we're at the very last bits here. Chapter 26 is who did it, and chapter 27 is just like tying up loose ends about with saving Miranda. They do save Miranda and all that kind of stuff. But I made this spooky tree on Procreate, and I'm going to insert a video right here. That will show you how I did this. There's one branch in here. I just kept rearranging the branch. So, and I also, see, this is the kind of stuff I love to do, and I'm so glad we have the printer again. And FYI, it works so much better than the other two that we had. The one I got, the first one I got was way too cheap. I mean, and it was like a child's printer toy. It was awful, but I was trying to save money, and sometimes when you save money, you end up spending a whole lot more. And then the second one I got was better, but for whatever reason, the Wi-Fi would never talk to any devices, hardly ever. You had to hold your hand right, cross your legs, stick your tongue out, all this stuff, and then only sometimes would it work. And it was just aggravating because you would try to do stuff and it took like 20 tries at different times of the day to get one piece of paper to print. And my husband's like, throw this thing away. It does not work. I mean, it wasn't even worth taking to a thrift shop or whatever, which I don't even think they want that kind of stuff now because everybody has that stuff. And if you can hear the walls shaking, it's because I'm doing a little laundry, and the laundry room literally is right there on the other side of this wall. So, my husband got one just like the one he has at home, which is great, but he got it reconditioned because, I mean, we're not going to use it but 6 months out of the year, and sometimes not every day, hardly. And in case he needs it for his office, he has one now, because sometimes he does have to print stuff. Usually the girl that works for him, or she doesn't really work for him, she's going to take over that business and run it one day, but she has the printer. She does all the printing basically when they need stuff, but at times they have clients down. A lot of clients are down here because of the tourism, and sometimes he has to go to the Department of Revenue with the paperwork here at the last minute, like on Friday when something gets approved and they need it over the weekend, because you sell a lot of liquor on the weekends here. And I'm just kind of trying to fussy cut this, but without fussy cutting it, you know what I mean? And so anyhow, that printer will come in handy for him too, when you least expect it. But so far I have loved having it. They released 2 more hostages. Oh, I just wish I could shake all of them. I know it's been 3,000 years of fighting, and you're not going to change people overnight. That's what gets me. Some of the newscasters on the channels I watch are like, well, why can't you do this and why can't you do? I'm like, it's 3,000 years of hatred. We don't have that much hatred here, and we still have murders and horrible things happen. Okay, spooky tree. Then I was up in the attic straightening out a couple things, and I found this. So I wonder if the word spooky is in here. This is a children's dictionary. I have not shown one of these in a long time. I love a good children's dictionary because they usually have drawings and pictures. M-N-O-P. Okay. Spooky. Use the words up here, Beth, like you were taught in 2nd grade. Okay. No. I didn't think they would. That's the one drawback to a children's dictionary. But they do have tree, I'm sure. So, because they don't always have every single word. Oh, I must have already used tree. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I did. It must have been right there. Yep. Between trouble and trek. It's tree. Okay, well, that's not a big deal. I wonder if I already cut out Halloween. Or if Halloween is even in here. Halloween! Woohoo! Alright. Oh, here's Hanukkah. It just breaks my heart about all these, what's all going on in Israel. I'm sure it breaks a lot of people's hearts. I know it does. I'm not the only one, but I don't know how. I can't offer any advice because that's just a horrible situation and has been horrible for a very long time. All right, so now I'm going to cut out Halloween. And I don't even know if, I mean, you can't get rid of Hamas. They have too much money behind them. So how do you do all that? I don't know. Okay, that's enough talk. Let's talk about fun stuff. All right. So now, I wonder if we could put a little girl, one of Tim Holtz's people. No, you know what I'm going to do? You know those like little tiny suggestions of people where they just have like a swash of paint for a body, 2 legs, 2 sticks for legs, and then like a little head. I'm just going to put her right here and try to do it with a black Stabilo. No, I'm going to give her clothes. I put this is an extra plastic food container. It was some kind of pork and bean thing, baked beans that were very good. But the container is the right size for my Stabilos, except for a little bit of extra room. So I just stuck my corner around her and my Raven cookie cutter that, hello, you need to have. So let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. And then you kind of do like a little bit of hair. And maybe a little bit of head. And some arms. Oops, that arm is kind of in the wrong place. But that's okay. It's a suggestion. That's all I want. She might need to have surgery on that one arm because it's coming out of her belly button. But that's okay. All right. So now I have this. And we have a member here that is taking a little bit of a leave of absence. And I just want to say, I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. That's all I'm going to say because I don't have permission to talk about her, and nor do I want to. So I just want her to know that I'm thinking of her. All right. How can we messy up the background a little bit more than what it is? Still leave Miranda visible. I say. I do have, now, I have this still, which I painstakingly taped to a plastic lid so I could get it off. And I think I'm going to use that tomorrow on Who Did It. But I have this black and white paper that I made yesterday or the day before. It has a whole bunch of the images from this journal. And last month when I was prepping stuff, and I just printed it in black and white. And, okay, we cannot have circles on this page. Not that I'm sick of circles, but I think I need to do something. I think I've repeated them a lot. Except that Allie Edwards gets to repeat her circles, so why can't I? We might just put more circles. Okay, let's get rid of the white margin. Look at me throwing paper away. Ooh, that's a lot of paper. Ooh. All right. Circle punch. I only have one here. That's okay. I'm kind of going over the lines between 2 journals, so you really can't tell what it is. Although that's the corner of Big Ben. And here's the corner of shoes. Just so that it adds more texture, more grunge. We got to have grunge in all of this. All right, let's see if we can Now we need to still remember that our trees are going to cover up some stuff, so we don't want to cover up our extra grunge. That's kind of good right there. It's filling in some white space. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tape I'm going to put some washi tape and then cut out another circle. If I can get this one unfolded. My football team lost badly well, they didn't lose badly. They lost by a touchdown, but oh my God, I felt so bad for them. They're missing Deebo Samuels, who is from the University of South Carolina. And I used to watch him before he graduated. And he was good then. Not as good as he is now, but... Who taught me how to do this? Amy Tangerine, or... I don't want yellow. I mean orange. Might have been Courtney Diaz in Australia. I've done it from both. Okay. Now, I think my wash is ready to go into the dryer. All right, let's see if we can get 2 circles out of this. I might have to trim this down though, so I can get my hole punch up close in order to get 2. I don't know if I'm going to get 2. And it kind of messed up the washi tape. Okay. Yeah, I might get 2. Okay. So now, put this one here, put this one here. Kind of put that there and that there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that gives it extra oomph. I need a little one right there. Let's do it and see if we can get a half of one. I don't know if this is going to work. We might have to just cut this ourselves. That's not perfect, but it's okay. I like that. Oops, I got another one right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and half. That's still an odd number, right? Right. Okay. Let's just throw all this away. Although I could use this on my Hobonichi. All right, I think I am going to film in advance for our Ohio trip. And I think it's just going to be a lot of in-betweeners, which are what I call like in-between projects, which is usually a Hobonichi of some form or fashion, or playing in an art journal. Oh, I forgot we have this. Playing in an art journal. I love this. Well, it's just the little things in life, people. The little things in life. Maybe I should give Hamas some paper and some glue sticks. Maybe they're just bored. They need some happiness every morning. I'm not making light of it, people. I'm really not. Because it's a horrible situation. And I mean, I don't believe in Hamas at all. But, I mean, they have been. Not Hamas, the Palestinians have been. I feel sorry for them because they're caught in the middle. I know not all Palestinians are great, but I think the majority of them have their hearts in the right place. That's just my feeling. You don't have to agree with me. It's okay. And they're angry. And Hamas just took over their land, I think. Like all of those bad terrorism groups just take over. Ooh, almost ripped a branch off. So if you have Procreate, which there are free versions, I have the free version. You can add paintbrushes and other things to it, which I have not done. I may have bought one paintbrush, but I don't know if I use it or not. I mean, there's a lot you can do with just what's there. For my simple brain, especially. Now I'm going over the invisible seam that's not there yet. So, but I have to be able to open that side. I don't know how I'm going to attach all this stuff yet. Do not know. That I'm going to probably do off camera because it's going to be problematic. And you don't want to hear me fuss. Trust me. I love this. I'm wondering if, when in doubt, add more Stabilo. All right. I'm just adding little polka dots here and there. And I may not even get them wet. And grunge them up. Well, maybe I will. Just a little. Helps if your water's really dirty. Only when you're using black, though. It needs one over here somewhere. And one over here. Super easy, super fun. And now we're on to the big reveal. Love it. This will be fixed better when I have everything together. And I don't know how I'm going to put it all together yet. So, I really like that. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Turned out good. One of my, the people that were here last year that had this huge banquet area, there's another, like a copycat, or not that that's bad, section this year, which they've been here since I've been here. I cannot, they have like 4 spots in the campground area. And they have 3 motorhomes, and they parked like one here, and one here. So they have this big U. They have all these decorations in the middle, and they have like a big table set up where they can all eat together and some grills. But the one that did that last year in spades is here. I think they just got here on Sunday or Monday. No, yesterday was Monday. Saturday, I don't know when they got here. We just noticed them on Sunday afternoon. And they have this gigantic like banquet table that has chairs with slip covers and bows and chandeliers and candelabras and grill after grill after grill. And they have 14 campsites. I am not joking you. They took over both sides. They have 7 here and 7 here. And like 4 in one, 3, maybe 3 campsites in one area is the banquet hall that has a big, huge tent around it. They have a haunted house that they're building. It is fascinating. Except that right in the middle of everything is this gigantic Trump 2024. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. Let's go. I'm like, I'm not looking at him anymore. Goodbye. And they're from South Carolina. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye. I apologize for my political statements. I shouldn't put them in here. Bye. Thanks.